Doesn't matter. Stephen P. Jobs, it's fine. Steve Jobs is fine. In most companies, if you're new and you ask, why is it done this way? The answer is because that's the way we do it here, or because that's the way it's always been done. And in my opinion, the largest contribution of much of this quality thinking is to approach these ways of doing things, these processes, scientifically, where there is a theory behind why we do them. There is a description of what we do, and most importantly, there is an opportunity to always question what we do. And this is a radically different approach to business processes than the traditional one, because it's always done this way. And that single shift is everything, in my opinion, because in that shift is a tremendous optimistic point of view about the people that work in a company. It says these people are very smart. They're not pawns. They're very smart. And if given the opportunity to change and improve, they will. They will improve the processes if there's a mechanism for it. And that optimistic humanism I find very appealing. And I think we have countless examples that it works.
Which is why when Qualfon offered the opportunity for this Green Belt certification, my mind was like, fantastic, this is exactly what should be done.
My name's Marken. I've been at Qualfon about 1.5 years. I work as a sales supervisor in the SiriusXM inbound sales account.
Hi everyone, my name is Alvaro Perezalonso. I've been in Qualfon for about 3 years, 8 months now, almost 4 years.
Darwin Bangay. I'm from the Oster process.
So my name's Carr. I'm the Global Director of Quality. I've been with the company for going on 12 years.
Hello, my name is Aleem. I am the ACES KPR for Amazon. I have been with the company for 6 years and counting.
That's actually the main topic about Six Sigma. What is useful, what is not useful.
Six Sigma and filtering data in that regard has given me the tools to actually go through and analyze and then take what information is relevant to the problem and situation I'm trying to address. So if it's creating a new process, fixing an old process, trying to weed out variables so I can have more of a streamlined corrective action that I can present to my leaders. So the way—
And the data-driven information doesn't lie. I mean, that information is there. It's right in front of you. It gives you that opportunity to say, whether it's with the Pareto charts or with quadranting or whatever the case may be, where that problem is. When you find out what the problem is, then you can start looking at human factors of how to create.
So I don't look at a lot of it as far as the mathematical components, but rather what we gain in understanding the importance of root cause analysis and really just stepping back and looking at our performance and asking ourselves questions as to why results may not be where we need them to be, or on the reverse end, if they were much higher than we anticipated, why that is or what caused those variances in our overall results or performance.
One of the major things that we use in the department is the 5S system, which is actually one in which it's a ground level one, in which we are able to sort and improve every small basics of our team. Once we're able to accomplish that, we then moved up to the DMAIC and
Personally love Pareto graphs. It's one of my favorite things. I love Pareto graphs and a fishbone diagram, of course, to finding the root cause analysis for that.
Well, with attendance, it's always a huge thing in our industry to make sure we have people answering the phones and are taking care of business. So using the tools to help visualize that and show them how important it is, how much they matter to what they may think is a little bit, but how their stats and how their metrics matter to a larger thing. And with Six Sigma, that gives me the tools to show them what percentage where they're at in the Six Sigma spectrum, and then how to move them up and show them the tools that I use to advance my team, but how they can also use it to advance themselves individually.
One perfect example is the fishbone diagram. So also called as cause and effect or Ishikawa diagram. So a very useful type of tool during analysis phase of the make process. So it's actually a visualization tool for categorizing the potential causes of the problem in order to identify its root cause.
I think that the more we can embrace the importance of that 5 why philosophy, as well as the fishbone chart, kind of that cause and effect, and use that for quantification, the more successful see.
Well, we utilize mostly again the Gemba and the Kaizens, and also we utilize the fishbone diagram, which is actually used to gather the various root causes. Then we use the sticky notes to be able to do the why analysis as well.
So ever since not just me but my other peers have taken the class, we've utilized that as tools to increase our QA numbers, specifically our quality assurance scores.
I spend a lot of time supporting our Greenbelt certified employees and currently have 3 process improvement initiatives that are in place as well.
We execute implemented changes, and the results quantify our performance and constantly improve my KPI and the teams as well. So seeing improvements in productivity, efficiency, and making sure that we're able to deliver beyond what is expected of us makes me satisfied, because at the end of the day, I know what I am able to contribute in making people's lives better, not just our clients, but to the account as a whole.
We started with an EPMO of 120,000 errors per million opportunity. Our goal is 33. So in over 6 weeks, we've actually reached, and today in the morning, we received a report of 1.9K. Right? So we're well under the goal and everything. How we do that? Well,
gather more knowledge as we progress, and oftentimes we're producing them supplemental trainings and so forth. So hopefully by next quarter, we're aiming to have it reduced by at least 10 to 15 more percentage. So once we're able to do that without affecting other KPIs, definitely we're going to be heading in the right direction.
The decisions that we make, and from the Six Sigma standpoint, or from a continuous improvement standpoint, or from a person-driven standpoint, allows the organization the opportunity. We really treat the people well. You can see that in our fun at work activities.
Utilizing Six Sigma as a visual tool and a data analysis tool helped me overcome QA deficiencies and maximize to be the number 1 on the floor. So if I can do it in such a short period of time, from starting to ending Six Sigma and being from one of the worst to the best QA teams, anyone can. So I would want anyone to know and use Six Sigma if they could.
Continuous improvement plan is not only about a KPI, it's also about your people. Qualfon has actually taught me that we're continuously improving. I've improved a lot. I'm not the same person that I was 3 years ago when I got here. I've grown a lot. I've got a lot of knowledge and practice that was provided to me not only by the leaders, by Alberto, but by everyone that's normally here in the site, but as well as the CSRs. And getting those tweaks, making the use of Six Sigma, those tools, finding what's going on, and having the correct approach, that's what makes Qualfon great. That's what makes Six Sigma great. And joined together, we have a great tool. We have everything we need in order to be the best PPO. But especially, and most importantly, we have everything right here, and we have the will, and we have the correct people in order to make people's lives better. And that's what's special about this. That's what's special about Six Sigma Qualfon style.
I was saying we first need to serve our internal customers, and once we are able to improve the processes in which this is done, which is like supporting the other team members with the data, they need to be able to provide the better service for the customers.
I'm looking forward to the next classes after this, and even getting it fine-tuned and getting it better and continually improving.
I don't think Gemba is something that we touch on very frequently in the Six Sigma training. But Gemba is a Japanese term to walk. And that's exactly what it is. It's going out to the floor, observing these things that we expect out of our employees at every different level. And then based off that, putting together your synopsis of your top findings and your root cause opportunities. And I think that as a company or an organization as a whole, if we could work more closely on aligning these best practices, showing those examples to our frontline leadership employees, we'll see a lot more success in how we manage our business every day. And
so, a celebration of Six Sigma I share with all my team. So there's 3 steps to it. First step is public announcement. Second step is a pizza party. The third step is that they make me do this weird dance in the middle of the operations floor.
I'd probably do the Lambeau Leap because I'm a huge Green Bay Packers fan, so it means I'd run and jump into the crowd.
The sprinkler, like this, going like this. And then you need a draw. You're drawing.
Whoa, Bundy!
And then you score. And that's
And I'm really, really excited to see if people can actually start applying this in the higher level managements, not just on the frontline supervisors, which I know is pushing it, but I'd love to see the D mics go through with my site directors, with my chief operations officers, and have that filter down to see those processes and see primary examples of high level Six Sigma that I could then use on my own level to get to their level, because I don't want to just see 1 or 2 people using it. I would love everyone to be doing this, and then we're all sort of on the same page. And
we have a great advantage. The great advantage that we have over anyone else is that we get to apply Six Sigma at Qualfon, getting the values of Qualfon, getting that mindset, that spirituality that bind us all together, that joins us all together into one common goal, which will be making people's lives better by being the best BPO.
When I was young, there was an amazing publication called the Whole Earth Catalog, which was one of the Bibles of my generation. It was created by a fellow named Stuart Brand, not far from here in Menlo Park, and he brought it to life with his poetic touch. This was in the late 60s, before personal computers and desktop publishing, so it was all made with typewriters, scissors, and Polaroid cameras. It was sort of like Google in paperback form 35 years before Google came along. It was idealistic, overflowing with neat tools and great notions. Stuart and his team put out several issues of the Whole Earth Catalog, and then, when it had run its course, they put out a final issue. It was the mid-1970s, and I was your age. On the back cover of their final issue was a photograph of an early morning country road, the kind you might find yourself hitchhiking on if you were so adventurous. Beneath it were the words, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." It was their farewell message as they signed off. Stay hungry, stay foolish. And I have always wished that for myself. And now, as you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Thank you all very much.